Shelley White vividly remembers the first time she laid eyes on the 18-month-old Chinese orphan named Maya. The little girl was featured on Show Hope orphan care website in March 2013.
I was showing everyone her picture and I was thinking, gosh, this girl is so precious and she needs a home, and I just longed to help her.
But Maya needed more than a home.
It said she had stage 4 cancer and she needed healing in a forever home. So we prayed for that.
At the time, adoption wasn't on the radar for Shelley or her husband Hal. They already had 4 children of their own and were having a rough time financially.
Which is a lot. I'd always kind of thought adoption was maybe for people who couldn't have children, you know, maybe weren't blessed with a big family like God had already blessed us.
But Shelley couldn't get Maya off her mind.
I think I had this deep love for her right away. It was something I had never experienced.
So they prayed about it every day and soon sensed God leading them to adopt little Maya. A week into the process, they learned there was a problem.
We got a call from the agency saying that they had some bad news for us, that she was unadoptable. What do you mean? She's not adoptable. So they explained that it would take 7 to 9 months at quickest, and they didn't feel she would live that long.
The Chinese agency told them their only option was to bring Maya to the U.S. for better treatment as her medical guardians. That's when they met Dr. Stephen Wright of Corsair Children's Hospital in Louisville, Kentucky.
The first thing I thought was, yeah, we just need to get her over here. Let's do it.
Dr. Wright, the hospital, and several other doctors agreed to donate their services. Still, there were no guarantees.
We wanted them to be sure that up front that they knew it was going to be a long and sometimes arduous course that Maya might have to go through.
Maya arrived in the U.S. on May 7, 2013. She spent most of the next 10 months in the hospital undergoing aggressive chemotherapy to shrink the large abdominal tumor.
The hardest part was when she was in so much pain. She was in unbearable pain. She would cry and scream and sweat multiple times a day. It was awful.
Every time I felt really, really hopeless or really, really down, there would be something. At exactly the right time, I would get a text from a friend that says, "I'm praying for you."
But the tumor did not respond, and 2 days after Christmas 2013, doctors had to stop the treatments.
It was really, really hard. I mean, it was devastating. They said that there was nothing further they could do, and that she had less than a year to live.
Doctors decided to remove the tumor to make little Maya more comfortable.
We were told, we'll take this out, and the cancer will likely come back, but at least she'll have some good pain-free time.
Maya's primary surgeon, Dr. Mary Fallett, explained that they had to remove other organs affected by the tumor.
You know, this was a sort of thing where you're going for broke, and we knew that the tumor was just in the pelvis and not in the lungs or the brain or anywhere else, and this is otherwise a normal child. And so what this required was removing the bladder, the uterus, the vagina, and the rectum.
And I really just had to change my thinking that my hope couldn't be in her healing. My hope just had to be that God had us all in his hands and it was going to be okay no matter what happened.
Throughout this journey, I think the one thing, you obviously know that we're not in control. God is in control and God has a plan.
That plan exceeded all expectations. Maya not only lived another year, she remained cancer-free, making her once again adoptable. In April 2015, Maya officially became a part of the White family.
Oh, it was really neat. I got to see where she lived, and I got to see where she was found.
Maya's been cancer-free for more than 2 years now and is doing great. Her doctors are hopeful for many more.
I mean, there's always complications that can occur, so I'd like to think we had a home run here.
As for her new family, they've all learned to trust God no matter how bleak things may look.
I first considered it an act of obedience to God. But what I didn't know is how much that obedience would bless me and the joy that I would get from that obedience.
I'll tell you, the family is an unbelievable example of Christian love, a really challenge to the rest of us to step up to the plate.
It's just deepened our faith. Sometimes you kind of get sidetracked by grades and sports, and you want them to be a lot of things. But now it's just really none of it matters. I just want to raise her to be a girl that knows God and that trusts him.